Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we getting into the 3 types of women you should not take serious. I'm curious what types of women she's gonna throw in there. Is it gonna be the typical ones, or is she gonna switch it up? But we don't need to do too much yapping. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it.
Video for the fellas in a while. So this is a video on the type of women you should not take serious. And on the flip side, I would do a video on the women you should take serious. And don't worry, ladies, I would do the exact same thing for you as well. I would do that tomorrow. Now, for the women you should not take serious, number one are the type of women that you cannot give her constructive criticism. She doesn't listen to your sound advice, and you're not doing it to manipulate her or control her. You're just doing it because you care about her. However, she will listen to her homegirls that would give her destructive advice. And I know a lot of people would say single women keep other women single. That's true, but it's deeper than that. Single women, or just women in general, because they can be in relationships, they keep their friends bitter, especially towards men. They keep their friends very narrow-minded and not moldable to submit to a man that actually care about them. And there's nothing wrong with having female friends, but it's not the quantity, it's the quality of friends that women attract.
And she hit the nail right there on the head. It's the quality that women need to start attracting more quality female friends instead of quantity, because like she was stating, a lot of women keep other women bitter, single-minded, stubborn, hard-headed, and they feel like they don't need to mold or adapt and try and you know become a better overall person, because I feel like they look at it so single-minded. When a man is trying to give them constructive criticism, they look at it as, oh, you're trying to change me. But it's like, me personally, from I can only speak from my perspective. If I'm giving you constructive criticism, it's because I actually like you, and it's because I actually care about you, and I want you to be a better version of you. Even if it's not with me, I'm telling you things that a lot of guys just wouldn't deal with, a lot of guys wouldn't put up with. So that's just how I look at it from my perspective. I can't speak for everybody, but if I'm going to provide you some type of constructive criticism or advice, it's ultimately because I just want you to be a better version of you. Because the way you moving, trust me, it's not just me that's going to have issues with that. Other men or other people in your life are also going to have those same issues.
Because when you have poor quality friends, not only are you dating her, you're dating her homegirls because she's constantly, or they're constantly in her ear. Number two,
Oh, that reminds me, but walking up to women when they're in a group with their friends, so aggravating to me. Honestly, I've gotten to the point where I started falling back from that, because you always got the friends who just be cop blocking and doing too much, and you can just see in that moment it's her friends is getting in her head, and it goes from a good interaction to slowly falling back and no longer interested. And that's just how influential females are to other females. It's so crazy. But at the same time, they be willing to flip on their friends real quick with no hesitation over a nigga, bro. You be falling off, falling out, falling off with your homegirls, been with, known for 8, 9, a decade, over a nigga. And sometimes it'd be the smallest shit. It'd be like the nigga that I wanted, he DM'd my homegirl. He was in her DMs, and I found out. And I had to fall out with her. You fell out with your homegirl because the nigga you wanted went into your homegirl DMs. She had no control over if that nigga was gonna slide in her DMs or not. Sometimes they don't even respond. But I'm just telling you a true story where females that I knew fell out over that. And I'm just like, what are we doing? Where's the loyalty at? Shit just blows me.
they pretend to get princess treatment. And you don't really hear too much about this until around Valentine's Day. That just happened, what, a week or two ago, where you would hear women say, maybe on the podcast, yeah, women be having flowers sent to their house or their job, and there'll be a little card and they didn't put a little note on it to make it seem like it came from a man, but it really came from them.
I actually know a woman who would go this far just uh to show that she's getting some type of attention. I don't know if she's obviously gonna go into more detail. I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing. I always thought it was a little strange, um, especially with the writing a note as if it's coming from somebody else. Now, if it was just self love and you buy yourself flowers, that's cool. I still think it's a little weird though, because it's going a little overboard. Because I feel like you doing it for a show or you trying to put on an act to make the people around you seem as if, oh, this one was getting a lot of attention. So yeah, I feel like it's performative based.
And usually these type of women do this not necessarily just for themselves, but they want to curate a certain image. So if men are outside looking in, oh, okay, I have to show up and do X, Y, and Z if I want to entertain this woman. Even though in reality, she's accepting bare minimum. If she gets even a crumb from a man that she's dealing with, to her, she's going to blow it up like it's a big old feast. And you
Female, I know I'm doing a lot of pause. I'm sorry, but she hit a lot of good points. Females who blow up the smallest things just to show the world that they got some type of attention, that's an immediate turn off to me. That means you're not getting you're not getting the attention that you need. So anytime you get a little bit of it, the whole world needs to know. And if the whole world needs to know about just these little bit of flowers that a nigga that don't really like you and just hitting it got you a gift, that means if one little fallout happened or one argument happened, the whole world gonna know about that. The whole world on your social media is gonna see that you talking down on this man or talking down on the situation. Females like that who live their life to please others and let others into everything that they got going on. I could never date someone like that. That's a turn off for me. And then getting into the other point, like she said, those usually are the guys who do the bare minimum. And those are the guys who tend to win every single time. Because the guys who go overboard tend to be the men that women do not like. But when you get the bare minimum, they're all over you. And those are the same niggas cracking it at the end of the day. The same niggas hitting it at the end of the day. Same nigga getting them buns at the end of the day. But then she expect the new men to come into her life to treat her with the utmost respect and give her all this and give her all that. It's amazing how the standards are so high for new men, but for men that you like or for men that you've dealt with, the standards can be lowered and you can chase them. Isn't it interesting? The female mind, it doesn't make any sense. It's probably because, men are logical. So trying to make it make sense is very difficult for us. But for females, it makes sense because they're moving straight off emotion.
really see this around the time of her birthday, Valentine's Day, and just the holidays where a lot of people are with their significant other or family. It's nothing wrong with being a lover girl or getting princess treatment. So for the people say, well, why would you not take this woman serious? It's because she's too focused on image
Mm-hmm.
and not the quality of the relationship. She doesn't
Exactly.
necessarily live in reality.
Mm-hmm.
She cares too much about outside validation. This is why her Instagram or her TikTok or whatever is surrounded with 365 days out the year Valentine's Day. This is the
And it's very difficult to date a woman, to even talk to a woman who does not live in reality. I tried it. It was a nightmare. It was trying to consistently overcome this obstacle of delusion and logic, and the two clashed every single time, and it just became a headache. It felt like I was working a job, so I had to let that one go. But yeah, take my advice on that. When you're dealing with a woman who's very delusional, who lives in a fantasy land, it's not even worth it. You may as well keep it moving.
girl that was swear up and down, yeah, man, don't play about me. He gets me what I want. This is what I deserve.
Mm.
But the
Anyway,
guy took you to get tacos. But
exactly.
on TikTok and especially Instagram, she'll blow it up like he took her to a 5-star dinner date and got $150 tomahawk steak. And there's nothing wrong with that either, but don't put 20 on 10. It's going to make you feel like, okay, this girl was trying to play me. Like, is if I'm a trick. Number three, the final one is more, but for the sake of time, I don't want to drag it too long. Um, she's attractive, good in bed, but that's where it starts and finish. She doesn't really have depth. Everything is very surface level. Conversations are about sexual stuff or something she's seen on TikTok.
Bruh, she hit the nail on the head with this one. Oh my goodness. My experiences with females that you would probably rate a 9 or a 10. Bruh, 9 times out of 10, they have no personality. They're boring. All you can do is smash. All you want to do is smash. Because literally, the only thing that's bringing you in, that's attracting you, that's keeping you there, is the fact that they look good and the sex is good. And that's simple as that. It's sad to say that, but that's why a lot of these women who are very, very attractive, you tend to find them in the escort business. And those also be the same women who don't have nothing else to offer, so they gotta sell their body. And it's the same niggas who got those females in rotation over and over and over and over and over. And then when they hit 30, they asking questions like, uh, I just wanna settle down. Why doesn't nobody want to take me serious? Baby, because men know what you've been doing for the past decade while you were in your late teens, early 20s, all the way up to your late 20s. We know what type of time you was on. So it's too late now. It's like going to the lot and knowing that this used car you're about to buy has high mileage, and this one over here doesn't have as high of a mileage. We go on with the one that doesn't have as high as a mileage every single time, or a newer car. But whichever car has less mileage, that's 9 times out of 10 what men are gonna go for, if you want to use that analogy. So the women with high mileage walking around here confused and trying to figure out, I don't understand why he don't want me or why I can't find a man. It's too late, sweetie. You had your time. It's over with. You may find a man who would deal with that, and that's why you have to get the lying and trying to hide your past. That's the only way you're gonna find somebody who's gonna put up with you. But besides that, once they know, it's too late. Anybody trying to deal with that? Anybody trying to deal with the possible mechanical issues that may come with you? Blown gasket, oil leak, the coolant leaking at the bottom of the car. No, 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 no. We're not dealing with all that. But yes, just back to the other point. Most attractive women that I've dealt with, I can only speak on what I've dealt with, are very boring. They have no personality, and you can tell that they lead with their looks, they lead with their body, and that's it. And as simple as that. Or I ran into one on the one situation where she had a great personality, she was a good girl and everything, but had no girlfriend qualities, had and then I'm a nigga who like to think of the future, had no wife qualities. I mean, just didn't offer anything in that realm to where it's like, yeah, you're not giving me anything. But it could have been the case she ain't really like me. Maybe that was what it was. But I mean, knowing her for as long as I did and just not seeing any signs of that, I don't think it was not a liking thing. I think you just have nothing to offer. You've been going through your whole life looking cute, looking beautiful. Niggas talking to you all the time. You know, you thick. You have no problems attracting men. But I can't stand women who be like, well, I can go get another nigga. Of course you can. You're supposed to. You're a woman. You could be chopped and still get a man. If you aren't getting men as a woman, something is wrong with you. It's 2026, something is wrong with you. You can get a man. I can guarantee it. I know so many niggas who would lay up with anything. So you bragging about what niggas you can get don't mean nothing. Especially even if you bragging about the high value men or the celebrity men, that still don't mean nothing anyway. Niggas is going at the end of the day, whether they got 100 million in their account, 100,000, 40,000 account, niggas is going. They don't care what status you are as a woman. If you look good enough, the body look nice enough, it look tight enough, everything look together, you could be a college girl who just got to University of Alabama, freshly 21 years old, and it could be Odell Beckham. If you look good enough, he going. As simple as that, because you don't need to bring any value to his life because he's not looking for that. He's looking for you to spread it open quickly, get what he need, maybe once, maybe a couple times, and then keep it moving. And the fact that women will literally get on social media and brag about the fact that, oh my God, Odell smashed. Okay, and did you get anything out of it besides somebody running through your shit? Exactly. You ain't get nothing. But I guess other women find that impressive if you was able to pull a high value man. But why is that impressive if he didn't lock in with you? You didn't get a ring, you didn't get nothing out of it. All you did was get some dick. Why is that impressive? Trying to see logically, a logical mind trying to think emotionally. It's not adding up. It don't make no sense.
But y'all don't have intellectual conversation. Or how do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Like, what is your ideal image of a wife? She doesn't ask you these type of questions. All she cares about is, okay, really most of the time is about her and what she wants.
Oh yeah, I
Now,
know a
with
girl
all
just
that
like
being
that.
said, fellas, you have to be moving in a way to even get these type of women that I'm not talking about in this video.
And I'm not. But yeah, so the three she listed, all valid points, all valid women that I personally would look at and be like, hey, move with caution here. And then if you start seeing more and more signs, take that step back or run for the hills. Don't even waste your time. But other than that, I would love to hear y'all thoughts. Drop them in the comment section. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. But other than that, take it easy.